So, as you can see, I joined Biker Advanced Recon Commandos. For one reason only, to run over cadets. Just kidding. I actually wanted to see what BARC is really like. In this video, I attend a few BARC events and talk about how I felt about them. I also managed to capture a lot of genuinely funny moments along the way. Sit back and enjoy. I went into an SFL and we marched straight to the middle of the city before heading into STS. That's where the host started yapping about the rules and explained that I, unfortunately, could not run over people. Tragic. However, the host did say I was allowed to break CHC for this event only. The goal was to smash street lamps and crates to earn XP and upgrade my speeder. So without hesitation, I spawned my speeder and got to work. I'd barely driven a speeder before, maybe a couple of times for a video, so my driving skills weren't exactly impressive. But that didn't really matter. I wasn't aiming for finesse, I was aiming for crates. And I guess I was aiming for water as well. I'm not entirely sure why, but my speeder was definitely tweaking. I got slightly annoyed by the fact that I had to build up speed to break the streetlights. Most of the time I was just bouncing back and forth against them without going fast enough to actually destroy anything. And the most annoying part were those damn speed boost pads, which made me crash into a wall every time, but at least I got some XP. So after a few minutes of crashing into Coruscant's property, I headed to the mechanic and repaired and upgraded my speeder. I'm really glad that repairs are free for BARC members. So I walked back to the host, and he was actually surprised I finished that fast. Just a professional at crashing into things, I guess, sir. We made our way back to the FOB, he yapped for a bit, and then we ended with a wedge. I give this event a 10 out of 10 since it involves destroying things without consequences. I then attended the second event required to get my license. We formed an SFL again and went to the exact same spot. The host started yapping once more and explained the CHC rules. After that, we formed a speeder SFL and began driving around the map very slowly while he explained a few things. I also found out I could turn off the speed boost pads, which finally ended my suffering of crashing into walls or an innocent family of 5 while trying to turn left. We drove for a few minutes, and then it was time for me to show off my parking skills. Turns out those blue stripes are meant for parking your speeder, another new thing learned. He then explained more stuff and told us to start driving on our own. The host said he'd keep an eye on us to see if we could be trusted with a license. So I had to lock in and drive like I actually knew what I was doing, something I've never done in real life. Can't believe I'm getting a license in a Lego game before I get one in real life. Anyway, we started driving around and it actually went pretty well. I got better at handling the speeder and everything felt a lot smoother. Here's a quick clip of me tailing some guy for no reason. Well, that was a blast. When time was up, we headed back to the STS spot and man, did I want to run over this cadet. I screamed, "Make way!" for the first time and actually felt like a real BARC trooper. Sucks I didn't get to blast the hell out of that cadet though. Anyway, we were wrapping up and the host was giving feedback to everyone. He told me I parked in the wrong spot. Apparently, those parking spots in front of the bank are too small for a speeder. Well, now I know. We ended with a wedge, and the host dismissed us. All that's left now is to pass the exam, but of course, I can't show that. While waiting to get ranked, I jumped into a BARC patrol for the first time, and man, that was a one-of-a-kind experience. The host was using AI to speak and make faces, which had me laughing non-stop throughout the patrol. Here are some clips.
I am your host agent. I expect you to behave, but also have fun during the patrol. PTS will be inactive during this patrol, and to keep things under control, ask permission to go AFK dismiss. Finally, if you wish, you can give me feedback at the end of the event. We will now proceed with faces. The winner will get an extra EP. About face. Left incline. Right face. Left face. Free roam until XX14. Damn.
I swear, that last clip had me rolling on the floor. So random. The patrol itself was kinda boring. Everyone else was swimming, as you can see, and all I did was troll a criminal robbing the bank. Nothing else. I ended up taking out the poor criminal and made my way back to the patrol, which ended shortly after. After that, I joined a mass patrol but couldn't stay for the whole thing. Honestly, it was a blast. Didn't expect this from BARC. We were basically free to break CHC and run people over. You definitely won't see that in the 500 first. Also, I can't help but wonder how this kind of stuff even happens to speeders sometimes. It's just so random and funny. People were dying and on fire the whole time. It was total chaos. I spent most of it setting people on fire, only to end up dying myself. First death as a BARC trooper. Not bad. I had a few minutes left before meeting a friend, so I spent it racing around and speeding through the new cave. Honestly, a 10 out of 10 BARC experience if you ask me.